Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are here for episode number, oh my god, 20? I think we're here for episode number 20. And I've got curious and ended up in a bit of a situation here. So I didn't have it recorded when we took over Rev Pro, but I was just looking at, the rankings of all the companies and stuff. And Beyond Wrestling, who are currently 20th in the world, and we're 21st in the world, are in debt. So I just was like, oh yeah, let's attempt a takeover. Ha 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 ha. Turns out we can. So I'm thinking of doing the exact same thing we did with Rev Pro, where we pillage anyone we want. They become part of our roster, and then we just liquidate the rest of Beyond Wrestling, in which obviously we'll have to pay 195,000, which is fine. We're at like $1 million. But any popularity that they have in any other region that they're higher than us in, we just get that popularity. And I haven't actually looked at their popularity. Can we? Is there a way to look at them? Can we view finances? No, that's our finances. There's no way to view Beyond's. Can we view a worker? You must select someone by left clicking. Okay, so there. Can we go to Beyond? How do we get to Beyond? I want to get to Beyond. Okay, there's no way of getting to Beyond, which is annoying, because I would like to see what their popularity is. But obviously they're going to have higher pop in America, so in the long term this kind of makes sense. So let's just see who they've got, if they've got anyone that we might want. So I think the way that we do it is we just select like that and we pillage. So Aaron Rourke, I don't know who that is, but no. Andy Brown doesn't ring a bell. Nope. Anthony Henry, that row rings a bell. Okay, very good basics. He's part of DPW's World Tag Team. So let's go personal info with JD Drake. Oh yeah, the Workhorseman. Okay. Oh yeah, let's add him. Becca, that name looks very familiar. I think I've seen her wrestle a few times. She's the Women's World, so it only makes sense that we drink her. Balian Aki. Oh, he's a Gato Move. I've seen him in Gato Move with Mei Saruga, right? Yeah, Mei Saruga, Best Bros. Okay, no, don't really want him. Sorry, mate. Brad Hollister. This probably isn't the most exciting for you guys. But I'm going to try and quick time it. I might just do names that I recognise now. So Dan Lambert, I recognise. Oh, of course I do, because he's fucking old as balls. Actually, let's just look at Charlene, because that's an interesting name. Oh, she's definitely, enters wrestling. Yeah, no, don't worry about that. Dan Lambert, Devil Macabre, Gabriel Sky? No. Ichiban, that's a cool name. 25-year-old American male wrestler. See, this is the thing. If we pillage him, can we pillage him? Because he can't work in the UK. Do you know what I mean? We'll try it though, but not him. J Cruz, JD Drake, we wanted to bring in, right? From the Workhorseman. I mean, I'm not a big fan of him. I've seen him in Ring of Honor before. And the only thing is, if we bring him in, then we get rid of him, Anthony Henry will be annoyed. So I'm actually not going to bring him in. We have to try and find out who the Beyond World Champion is, because it makes sense to bring in him, because they clearly see something in him. Kylon King. I don't recognise half these people, man. LMK. Little Mean Kathleen. Why is that so funny? Okay. Lufisto. We know Lufisto. Mark Sterling. Yeah, we know him. He's a manager. Midas Black. Oh. Nope. That's just independent tag team. Perry Von Vicious. Gosh, some of these names. No, I mean, I can see why these guys are in debt. Their roster doesn't look the best, if I can say that. Although our roster is very hit and miss. We've got some really, really top guys. And then we've got a little bit of shit. Shane Douglas I've got my eye on as maybe a road agent. Although we've got Regal and... I've forgotten her name. Manami, whatever her name is. No, let's not bring in Shane Douglas. Shannon Lavangi, Sean Knight. Where is the world champion? Slade? Is this the guy that sings the Christmas song? Teddy Goods? That's not Slade, is it? Is it Slade? Does Slade sing the Wish It Could Be Christmas? Is that them? I have no idea. Here we go. Oh no, Wrestling Open. But I do know who Tracy Williams is. And my goodness, look at those numbers. So it says he's not available to work in the UK. So if we do this... Wait, I do have that on the tender weapon, right? Yeah, Tracy Williams. Okay, don't know why he's called that. TJ Crawford. Still not the champion. Tom Hannifan. Ooh, could we bring in Tom Hannifan to be our commentator alongside Regal, or just have Hannifan? How much would he cost? How much is he at the moment? Oh, he's at Impact. No, he's at Impact. Trish Adora, where's she at? Tokyo Joe, Ring of Honor. Okay, I do like Trish. She's in my AEW save. No, is Warhorse their world champion? No, who the hell is their world champion? Either way, I think that's fine. We've taken 3 wrestlers. Titles? Oh, they don't have titles. Okay, Beyond Americana events, no TV shows. Oh, so we could take their TV shows on whatever TV deal they have. No. Training facilities, we'll take the training facility and then sell it. Broadcasters, none. Okay, so if we go back to workers, it's still highlighted. Pillage. Beyond have been pillaged. And there they go. So if we go to the office now, and we go here, and then we go, there's Anthony Henry. We'll go by to be decided. Oh, you can see there's a few other signings here that I've brought in. So we've got Anthony Henry now. Apparently he can just work for us. He's injured. What? Oh, that was September last year. Okay. We got Becca as well, who looks like she'll be fun, although we got to get that pop up. We then brought in some regens, so enters wrestling. We got this guy, Darren Badell, 23 years old, 6'5". You know, he's a big motherfucker. Great stats here, to be fair. Something that we can build on. We got Gerald Kerr, 20 years old. Doesn't look 20 there, but apparently he is. 6'4". Again, really good stats. We saw Wesley Baratheon in the previous episode, and we've only gone and brought in the ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi. We brought him on a 3-month deal for now, just to see what he does. I mean, his numbers are great, but obviously it's a few years later, so we'll have to see what happens. And then we've just brought in Tracy Williams, but we're going to change this back to just... Does he not wrestle under the Tracy Williams name? Why? That's so weird. Tracy Williams. Williams. And then we'll just put Williams. And then Tracy Williams. Which picture is the coolest? I think that one. Save. Cool. He's got okay stats. He's got really good in-ring performance skills. Cool. So let's just look at our size now, because nothing here has jumped up, I don't think. Nope. I'm assuming in America? Where's America? What? Maybe it doesn't come into effect straight away. But if we go to training school, training facilities, we've got the Bio Pro and we've got Portsmouth. Portsmouth's a little bit better because that's a 50, 25, 20 and 20. So we can shut down and make 77k. Boom, just like that. Cool. So what were Beyond's popularity then? That's strange. Is there anyone else we can take over while we're here? Let's just take over everyone. CMML. Let's look at their popularity or size. They're massive in Mexico. Whoa, pretty big in the USA as well. Japan. Okay. How much money are they out? 900. Oh no, can't do that. Ring of Honor are owned by TK, so that doesn't matter. New Japan Pro Wrestling of America, they're owned by New Japan, so we can't take over that. And that's it. Oh, that's annoying. Maybe it hasn't updated because it still says it says they're 23rd in the world now. What's that about? But yeah, this probably needs to be updated once we go past Lariat League in London. So let's just head straight into our Lariat League in London show, where we will get the debut of Hiroshi Tanahashi. So that's exciting. And yeah, maybe we can use some of our new people as well. All right, I'll see you guys there. Okay, we are here for the first show of the episode, and we've had to call an audible, not because anyone broke their neck, but because I wasn't paying attention to the contract that I gave Hiroshi Tanahashi. He said to me that he doesn't want to work B shows, he only wants to do A shows or higher. So I was like, yeah, no worries. Let me just click, contract written. I didn't look at what I was clicking, so I've done it so that he's only available for events, not A shows, which is what this is. So Tanahashi's not wrestling in this episode. So we will have him in the next one, because I've just offered him a new contract where it says that he wrestles in A shows as well. So in the next episode, we will get the debut of Hiroshi Tanahashi. And I was going to open the show with Timothy Thatcher taking on Tanahashi, which I was hoping to be awesome because it's Timothy Thatcher. But Timothy Thatcher is working at Pro Wrestling Noah tonight, so he's not available either. So this match is our replacement, and to be fair, it's done pretty well. Tracy Williams debuts after being pillaged from Beyond Wrestling, and in a bout that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Michael Oku gets the win with the half crab in 21 minutes. Let's just recap Tracy Williams. Hot sauce Tracy Williams with an awful rating. Oh, that's not good. We will have to review that. But a 58 from Tracy Williams, which is pretty good given that he's got hardly any popularity. And Michael Oku with a 63, which is lovely, lovely to see. 68 overall. After this, though, Ashton Smith comes back out and he just chats shit about Drew. You know, he's just trying to tease Drew Galloway. He's saying, mate, you've been out of the game for so long. I saw your match the other day, your dark match, and it was so sloppy. Like, you've come here, you said that you want my King of the Lariat League title, but mate, like, you're not worth it. You're not up to par. You're not up to scratch. Like, sorry, but it's true. And Drew obviously claps back and just says, you know, I'm a little bit ring rusty, but it is all there. And I'm here in Lariat League Wrestling to become the king of the Lariat League. So you best believe, Ashton, one way or another, I will be world champion. And, you know, they're kind of bickering and stuff. And William Regal on commentary is like, I've had enough of this. So he just stands up and just says, boys, let's just stop the talking. And how about we settle things in the ring? So instead of having a one-on-one, because Ashton, you know, you don't think that Drew's worthy, and I agree, Drew hasn't proved himself yet in the Lariat League. However, he can prove himself tonight in tag team action. So Ashton, I assume you'll be with Charlie Sterling. Drew, head out back and find yourself a tag team partner, because the main event tonight will be Ashton Smith and Charlie Sterling taking on Drew Galloway and his partner. So that is our main event set for tonight by William Regal, the owner of Lariat League in London. Moving on now, we've got some great singles action. Well, I hope it is. 60, I'll take that. In a bout that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, we had El Hijo del Fantasma defeat Fabian Eichner in 13 minutes. I know it was a short match, but, you know, I wanted it on the card. We've got a lot going on this card, so I thought, screw it, we'll throw it in anyway. El Hijo with a 67. Eichner still finding his feet with a 48. Got the crowd buzzing, though, which is always good to see. And El Hijo getting another win, which, again, you know, he's someone that I really, really like and want to keep pushing as much as possible. But following this, though, we do have some tag team action. Not the main event. We've got some women's tag team action. Heidi Katrina is in tag action as she teams up with Aisha Ray, so two former queens of the Lariat League, facing off against one former queen of the Lariat League and Nikki Storm. And in a decent match, Aisha Ray and Heidi Katrina get the win. They defeat Shakara and Nikki Storm in 18 minutes when Heidi Katrina pins Nikki Storm with the spear. Heidi with a 50, which is pretty good. Aisha with a 62, which is great. Nikki with a 53 and Shakara with a 42, averaging to a 60 rated match, which, you know, I will gladly take. And yeah, the unlikely pairing of Aisha Ray and Heidi Katrina getting the win. But it doesn't last long, though, because Aisha Ray attacks Heidi Katrina post-match, beating her down to the mat, because I believe that Aisha, you know, as always, has her eyes on the Queen of the Lariat League title. I believe she wants to become a 3-time Queen of the Lariat League, but she's going to have to earn that opportunity or just be thrown into a match, because, you know, we do that sometimes. So yeah, Aisha really just taking out Heidi Katrina. So, you know, that team didn't last very long, did it? But this does take us to our main event, as mentioned earlier by William Regal. Smith and Sterling will be taking on Drew Galloway in his first televised show, or performance, sorry, on the show. And he has to look for a partner. And, you know, where else is he going to look other than fellow Scotsman Grado? And in a good match, Smith and Sterling get the win. And in surprising fashion, Ashton Smith pins Drew Galloway with the GTS. Sterling with a 62, Smith with a 63, Grado with a 53, and Drew Galloway with a 49. I mean, that ring rust is real. Yeah, but we did get a 62, you know, which wasn't bad. It's not the best showing of the night, but it's fine. Everything averaged around 60 plus, so hopefully that means that our score is around 60. So let's just see how we did. But yeah, Drew, this definitely proves that he is not main event ready. So we'll have to make a decision on where he goes from here. Not just Drew himself, but we do as well, because man's on big money. Maybe it's a good idea to not use him for a while. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let's finish the show and see how we did. 64, lovely. No extra notes here because, of course, we what's it called? We have our production values up to scratch now, and yeah, really consistent card here. 68, 61, 71, 60, 60, 69, 62. Love that. So yeah, let's finish this one and let's head straight to the second show of the month, and then we can get to the end of the month and see what our finances are looking like. Of course, might not be the best because we did just spend 200k in dissolving a company. But yeah, you never know. We might make money. I'll see you guys there. Okay, and here we are for our second and final show of the month for June, Lariat League in London. And I probably should have put this on the main card, shouldn't I? Because it's got a 61. But in a pre-show match, we've got two pre-show matches. We've got a tag team women's, as you can see here, and a trios men's match as well. But in this one, we have got Zoe Lucas and Debbie Keitel taking on the team of Nixon Newell and Rina Yamashita. And in this match, Nixon and Rina get the win. They defeat Zoe Lucas and Debbie Keitel in 18 minutes when Nixon Newell pins Debbie with the Vulture Culture Destroyer. Rina Yamashita was head and shoulders above everyone else, and in all honesty, yeah, she's a star. 68. Definitely going to have to start using her more, seeing as though she's available every week. But yeah, looking at the numbers here, Debbie with a 46, which is decent. Zoe with a 48, which again, decent. Rina with a 68, which is amazing, and Nixon with a 56, which is very good. So yeah, really good pre-show match. Kind of wish that this was on the main card now, but oh well. Our next one is definitely not going to be wishing it was on the main card. Actually, not as bad as I thought. We've just thrown in all of our regens and new signings and people at the bottom of the card just to see what happens and what numbers we get. But in a pre-show bout that had subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Gerald Kerr, Roy Johnson and Tracy Williams get the win. Wow. When they defeat Darren Bedell, Wesley Baratheon and Anthony Henry. We've got a bunch of debuts here. Let's see how they did. Anthony Henry got a rating of very good, which is nice to see. Darren Bedell got a rating of great, his Street Fighter gimmick. Wow. Gerald Kerr got a rating of great, nice. He's using the loose cannon gimmick. And Wesley Baratheon with the Eternal Underdog got a rating of adequate, which is fine. They're all okay. Looking at the numbers though, Henry with the 54, Tracy with a 51, Roy with a 45, and then our new guys, Darren Bedell with a 33, nice. Definitely going to use him more often. Wesley Baratheon with a 17, and Gerald Kerr with a 27. So yeah, Darren Bedell is definitely our go-to regen in this series, but 46, it's not bad to be honest. I thought it'd be lower than that. But we do head into the main show now, where we kick off with some tag team action, and it is the makeshift team of Ricky Knight and Colby Carino again getting a win again over Big T, Little T. And in about that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Ricky Knight Jr., RKJ and Colby Carino get the win with a 450 splash from Ricky Knight. Ricky Knight carrying the match with a 69 performance. Colby with a 58, Tate with a 59, and Big T with a 51. 67 overall, which is really good to see. and got the show off to a strong start. So this nice little team of Ricky Knight and Colby are working very well. And post-match, Ricky grabs the mic and says that him and Colby want a shot at the Knights title. And in all honesty, lads, you probably would get one if Timothy Thatcher and Bobby Guns were around. Bobby Guns currently injured. Timothy Thatcher living it up in Japan. So, struggling to go off script, Ricky Knight. So we'll have to remember that and give him scripts from now on. But yeah, it looks like RKJ and Colby Corino are looking for Knights Gold. Moving on, we've got a singles match with the returning former king of the Lariat League, Tyler Bate, taking on Leon Slater. And I knew this would be a good one. A bout that had superb wrestling, my favourite word, and good heat. Tyler Bate gets the win. He defeats Leon Slater in just under 21 minutes with the Tyler Driver 97. 75 rating overall. Tyler with a 78. Leon with a 63. And this match, of course, got the crowd hotter because these two are stars. Leon is a future star. Tyler is a current and future star because he's still hella young. Really need to start using Tyler Bate more because why not? He's so good. 75, couldn't ask for more. That was an awesome result. We've got women's action now. And guess what, guys? Gia Brookside is available. I kind of wish she wasn't, though. Oh, my God. But yeah, in a bout that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling, Gia Brookside defeats Becca, our new signing, in 40 minutes with the Brooksy Bomb. Gia Brookside with a 33 and Becca with a 29. I mean, Becca has zero popularity in Britain, so, that isn't the worst. But yeah, I think it's just because I recognised her, I hired her. But I mean, Gia, you're hardly ever available and you've just given me a 33. Bro, stay in Stardom. Like, don't ever come back. Seriously, 36. Yeah, not great at all. Becca's got her scrunchy squad gimmick and it came off as great. So we'll keep her for a while and see what she can do. Maybe she can have some pre-show bouts. But yeah, this is going to drag the score down. I'm so glad we got that 75. Bloody Gia Brookside. Here I was thinking that, we put her in a match and we'd be like, oh, finally it's worth it. But no, it's not. Following this, we have got our main event. And as mentioned, I believe in the last episode, Marty the Moth Martinez is debuting tonight. And just before his debut, we've got a little interview with him. William Regal interviews Marty and just says, yo, how's it going? Watagwan. And Marty says, not much, brother. How he doesn't say that. He just says, bloody hell. Did you guys hear that? Of course you bloody did. My fan just dropped on me. Marty doesn't say that, of course, but because it landed on my mouse, let's head straight into the match. In a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Marty Martinez, Marty the Moth, gets the win against Cara Noir with the Perfecta. I'm going to play with the audio and make sure that's a little bit quieter because that was probably quite loud for you guys. But yeah, Marty with a 31. Oh, wow. I'm hoping that's because of his popularity because his in-ring skills, we saw them, look pretty impressive. Cara with a 77, thankfully carrying this match. Coming out looking good even though he got the loss. But yeah, Marty, let's work on your pop, mate, because you've got the in-ring skills, so there's no reason why it should be like this. But yeah, let's look at the dirt sheet and see if anything to do with Marty affected that. Rusty, there we go. Penalised for being rusty and a poor gimmick. But it didn't say he was on hiatus at all, though. Maybe he's just been unemployed for too long. Jesus Christ, keep hiring all these rusty fuckers. Watch Tanahashi be rusty as well. But yeah, let's end the show now before another fan drops on my head. 65, I'll take that. Marty was used too much, that's fair enough. We tried it. He got a 67, but that's mostly because of Cara Noir, let's be honest. Gia Brookside, I'm tempted just because it'll be funny to just release her because, she's hardly ever here anyway. And if she's going to get 33s, we've got many women, more namely the 4 women in the pre-show that deserve to be on the card more than her. So, yeah. And at some point in the future, I'll confirm it now, RKJ and Colby are going to have a title shot against Gunpowder. When that happens, depends when Timothy Thatcher's available, if I'm being honest. But yeah, not a bad show. Pretty good. 65, I'll take that. Definitely Tyler Bate, Leon Slater was the high, and yeah, Gia Brookside was the low. But let's get to the end of the month now. Let's review our finances and everything else in between that. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. Okay, we are back, and do not worry, the fan is away. It's nowhere near me. It's not going to fall on me, I promise. If it does, then, you know, I'll just deal with it. But just starting here, we are in July. And we finished first out of 3 in Southern England. I think the other 2 are Progress and Pro Wrestling Eve, I think. But yeah, we finished above them in the regional battle again, so that means we get a plus 5% again. So let's delete that and work on the rest. So we lost 21,000 last month, which is not good. That means that the... where are we looking? I've gone blind. Alliances. So it means that they share equally. So that means that some of these guys made a loss as well, which is not fun to see. If we go here. Oh no, they made... Oh no, so we didn't... you know, I get it now, because we spent 100 and something. We spent like nearly 200k, didn't we? So we lost 21,000. So actually, ignoring all of the other money that we probably made over the month, it was around 180-ish that we probably would have made. But because we spent like 200k and then some, that's why we lost money. Okay, don't worry, ignore that. I thought for a second that we're all losing money. But no, ignore me. Oh, also Tanahashi has signed a new deal now. So it means that he doesn't wrestle B TV shows or house shows. So he is available for our next show, which I'll definitely be using him. We're now 17th in the world. 48 popularity. Let's look at the spillover. No, not the spillover. The track progress. Lovely, 48. Everything else going up as well. These have jumped up too. No, they were the same. Don't worry. Let's look at America though, because yeah, there we go. We've taken Beyond's popularity. You know, they had decent pop in New England and the tri-state. Did they have pop anywhere else? Yeah, in Canada they had good pop in Ontario. Everywhere else they were pretty dead. Does that mean that we can get any kind of deals? Events and TV? No broadcasters, that's what we want. View all broadcasters. So all of these people are interested in taking us on. We've got some American broadcasters, which would be nice. Although I believe YouTube covers America. Am I correct? Yeah, small. So, I mean, why would we do anything other than that? Yeah, why would we do that? We're already covering it as small. Until we get somewhere that covers as medium in any of these areas, there's not really any point, is there? Oh, that's still there. Do you remember that from episode 1? Wow. Delete. But yeah, I mean, there's not much else to look at. We can look at creative and see what that's saying. Because our size is growing slowly. Just to confirm, we need 59 popularity in Southern England. So 11 to go. Not bad. So I'd say in a year, we're going to be actually, that's going to take a while, isn't it? Because we're doing weekly shows. That's what we wanted to look at. Oh, I've gone blind again. Broadcasting. Where's broadcasting here? How long is this for? Expires in 8 months. Can we negotiate and cancel? Oh my god, 4 million? Can we change the purpose? What does that do? Oh no, okay. Alright then, so we got 8 months of TV, and then I might actually switch to events only again. Just because it's dragging it out. We're having to do 4 shows, and yeah, it's just longing out the process, I think. So I think switching to bi-weekly events, but then I'll mark them as lesser events, because why not? Because it's not going to be like a big pay-per-view. So yeah, we can do that. But yeah, as I said, let's just quickly jump to creative. Let's just see who's pop, who's not. Drew Galloway is our franchise player, apparently, even though in ring he is doggy right now with his ring rust. Tyler Bate is second. Chris Dijak. Oh, I didn't think he'd be that high. Timothy Thatcher. Yeah, that makes sense. He's our primary heel. And good old Ashton Smith, our actual King of the Lariat League is in 5th. The next big things, no one. Hot prospects, we got a few. Wesley Baratheon. Oh, Zia Brookside is a hot prospect apparently, but I'm very tempted to just sack her off. Darren Bedell started off a lot stronger than most of these. Yeah, I think he got a higher rating than Becca and Gia, didn't he? So, I mean, Darren Bedell's someone I'm going to try and work on. Jade is still here. Haven't used her in a while. But, yeah, could turn into an exceptional in-ring talent. Really fine, fantastic, exceptional. So, yeah, Darren Bedell actually has the least amount of potential according to the description. But, yeah. Talking the talk. Oh, we got Tanahashi. Can he speak English, though? Personal info. Passable English. Okay, maybe we don't have him do promos, though, just in case. Grado, yeah, we know Drew Galloway. Agogo's apparently good on the mic. Showstoppers. Tanahashi is right at the top, so I'm hoping that means that he's great. Although, is he going to have ring rust, just like this bloke here? Ring Generals, there, that kind of makes sense. Tracy Williams' skills are great. Get that pop-up, and he's going to be insane. Thatcher, Smith, Ray, Guns, Bait, that kind of all makes sense. Who's not? Michael Oku. I mean, he did lose 2 in a row and then won one, I believe, if I'm remembering that correctly. So yeah, we need to get him some more wins. And are there any hidden gems that look interesting to me? No. Seen all of these before, so yeah, let's end it here. Just check our title prestige: 42, 27, 26, 38. Yeah, not bad. But let's end it here. I think this one's dragged on a bit because we had the Beyond Wrestling stuff at the beginning. But thank you very much for watching, guys. In the next one, it'll be the usual stuff, and we will, I promise, get the debut for Tanahashi in the next episode. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and hopefully next time a fan won't fall on me. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Yeah.